future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Well, her name is Heidi Alexa. The world revolves around a smile.
I bought a super pretty pink bikini this weekend to match my super pretty pink lipstick.
Oh, but being in a new relationship is so fun. Like talking to him on the phone and you talk for hours, and then finally, like, somebody has to get off the phone, so you're like, bye. No, you hang up. You hang up first. Hello? So then you have to call him back a 5th time, and then the 6th time, and so then the 7th time, you just can't stop hitting redial. And then you break up.
Let's see if I can pick up a gay guy. How are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. You're cute. You're welcome. Do you want to be my friend? You're obviously committed and somebody's a little jealous of somebody. Did you see that? Like, I can't believe you didn't just say, yeah, why don't you just come here? Because they have another token gay girl. Hi, God, it's me again. I tried to call you earlier, but you didn't answer your phone. I went right to the voicemail.
She's got the giggle. She's got the wiggle.
Well, my guest today is not anybody I've ever made out with. We've never dated. He's not gay. He's not God. But I have called him from the bubble bath. I'd like to welcome my very... Did you think that was funny? Phil Leibovitz. He's a fantastic comedic writer. He's written every single joke behind all the funny people.
Yes, I wrote a lot of Millard Fillmore's humor back in the day.
That was funny.
Yeah, I do all the dead presidents. So.
Do you? You do not. Don't
No,
do
no.
that.
But I can name all the dead presidents, by the way.
Okay, you can. Okay,
Yeah.
well, can we just do that in a minute?
Yeah, maybe not.
Because no, I want to do that.
No, there's like 40.
There's 40 of them?
Yeah. There's like,
How many were assassinated?
let me think.
Okay,
George
one.
W. Bush. Oh, no, wait.
Okay.
That should be assassinated,
Phil.
ladies and gentlemen.
See, I told you Phil was funny. He's I have to tell you something. I have had Phil.
Oh, no, you have not. My girlfriend's going to be very upset.
I know he has a girlfriend, and she's really lovely. I love her. They've been at my house.
Yes, we have.
And we have had many fun experiences with
We've
our...
had drinks together.
We've had lots of drinks together. And you opened the wine. Very lovely, since you just got back
Yes,
from
well,
Italy.
I got back from Italy, and I learned all the Italian wine opening secrets.
Okay, what are they?
You need a wine opener.
Okay.
And then you go, hey, wine! And then you drink. So it's not actually that impressive. But I learned a lot of things in Italy. Oh, my God, did I learn?
Did you? But is there a certain way to open the wine? Because what I do, you want to see how animalistic I am? This is how I open a bottle of wine. Okay, I'm impatient, and I stole. By the way, Tony, he runs UBN here. It's his network. I'm sorry, I stole all the wine openers, but I brought them all back today, and Phil and I are having a field day with them. This is how I open wine. Okay, this is very unattractive, and knowing my apartment and how I do things, I do things nice and lovely and attractive.
You do.
Except when I become an animal. Speaking of. So I usually get my nail or I take something sharp and I literally dig in there. I dig in there.
That was good.
I dig in there.
Yeah. That's just how I do it at the restaurant.
Because I can never find the little tabby thing. So you show me from an
Well, you
Italy.
can't use that. That came from a torture museum. I used the old, the jumping jack guy.
Okay.
You know.
That one. Does that one really work?
Oh, those are those are kind of the best.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
then
no
why
matter
do
how
they-
drunk you get, you can just
Why do they make those?
screw it in.
Screw it in. You don't even need a hammer.
Yeah.
So why did
See,
you?
look, and now it's going, hey, don't shoot. It does the Ferguson, Missouri
so
thing
that's
here.
not attractive.
Do not shoot here.
So in Italy, they pop it open in like 2 seconds, and you're like, ooh, all of a sudden it came out,
I was surprised they actually had wine in Italy. It was amazing. I never knew that.
You didn't know that.
It was delicious.
Hey, Phil,
Yes.
why did you rip, you didn't take the label off like I would have?
Because I'm radical.
See,
we'll leave it like that for now.
we drink,
but generally it works.
We drink wine on the show, because it's just relaxing and chill, and it's the time of day, and everyone should just chill out.
That's right.
Life is too stressful. We need to relax.
We need to relax.
And this is a show, as you know, Phil, to help men understand what women want. And I know that we are very
cash.
complicated.
They want cash.
Well, that's part
A
of
lot of cash they
Yes.
want.
Well, that's a third of it. Then there's the
Yeah.
other 2/3 of things that we want that men don't really want to give us. But we won't go there right now.
No.
So here's the deal.
Yes.
We want to chill out and relax and
Yes,
have a
we
good
do.
time and like have a guy who knows how to open a bottle of wine. That's hot.
I'm sophisticated. What can I say? Bonjour.
So if I were out to dinner and you would have to agree, if you were out to dinner with a lovely lady like me, except when I'm mad, not so lovely. So would you find it attractive if I just tore right into the label without even, neatly ripping it off? And
At the restaurant, I would think maybe you should wait for the waiter.
See? Hello? So if this
I
is
would
the
think you
stuff-
had a problem if you put the bottle down and you cracked it open on the table and started glugging it down, pieces of shards of glass going down your throat. And I go, oh, here's a classy woman.
I'm telling you. I know, because you want to know why I'm bringing this up. It's
Why?
hot to have a guy who's sophisticated and who's classy and
Well,
and you
what can
know
I
how
say?
to. I mean, you know how to open a bottle of wine, and he knows that the wine openers were the wrong wine openers. They're not actually effective, and they're not sexy.
They actually, the one you had there, when I waited tables years ago, which
You
is
use
a
this
prerequisite to being a writer. Yeah, I could never really use those. Now I'm so, well, yours is broken.
I just broke
but
it, so-
I'm really good with those now. So now I get it. But when I was doing waiting, I wasn't very good.
Well, that's
Is anybody
okay.
awake yet? Anybody?
No,
Am I
no,
putting
so
you to
listen.
sleep with my
No.
stupid waiting anecdotes?
No, we're not talking about waiting. We're talking about wine, and that's sexy.
Okay.
So I've made. Okay, so here's the deal, Phil. It's
Yes.
been a long time. Phil, by the way, is a. Can you please say? I know you have a book coming out. But
I do.
Can we say who you've written for and what you've done?
Sure. Well, apart from Millard Fillmore and James Garfield, who was assassinated, I had nothing to do with that. I've written for and written with people like Dennis Miller. It was my first job here when I moved from Boston. I worked a lot with Jason Alexander, still a friend of mine. And
Oh yes.
we're still in touch, and we did a couple TV pilots together,
Yeah.
which was a lot of fun. Met some amazing people along the way. Who else? I mean, a lot of TV shows. I worked with Anthony Hopkins for one day, the greatest day of my life
Surprise.
in Hollywood.
We have to tell you. I don't need to tell you that Phil looks just like Anthony Hopkins.
He actually told me that. He said,
You
"Do
look
people
a-
think you look?" And I said, "Yes, I get that sometimes." And then he kissed me, and we made love
Oh, well, that was sexy.
because he's Anthony Hopkins.
We always have want to.
It was the fava beans. There's an allure. He draws you in with the fava beans and the Chianti. How could I resist?
He would be a great lover for anybody. He would even.
He
woo
was the
animals.
nicest human being
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've ever met named Anthony Hopkins. No, he's a fantastic
He's a fantastic guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted me to call him Tony. Yes, sir. And I call me Sir Philip, please. Let's not get too personal. So, but excellent guy for that
Who the
6
heck is-
hours I worked with him. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a lawyer calling. Just go away. Can you believe they're calling during my show? Back to Anthony Hopkins.
Yes. Anyway, great day. It was just a blast. The guy is just a really cool human being. So, look, my voice is so low because I was in Italy and I was sick for about 3-4 days.
Did you get sick there?
Yeah, I got a little throat phlegmy kind of thing.
Right,
It's
lovely.
dinner time, people.
Okay,
Let's
enough.
do a phlegmy kind of thing.
Okay, so anyway, so you went to Italy. You had a sore throat.
Well,
and then-
yeah, but then I still have kind of residual hacking up stuff. But
Oh,
the
Phil.
wine is helping because it tastes like
That's not a-
kerosene.
okay, women don't want that.
What?
Okay, I know
What,
you're,
did I-
you're
a faux pas?
You talked about yes, that was unattractive, and it was unattractive. And you have a lovely lady,
I do, Margaret.
Margaret, and we're
Yes.
going to get Maggie. And I love
Her too,
Maggie, by
both
the
of them.
way. She's lovely, and she's supposed to do my hair, but I've been very busy with my house remodeling, which we'll talk about in just a little bit. Because you need to guys need to come over
right,
and
well.
see what a woman wants and how sexy it is now, and how it's when men and you know this because when Maggie came over and you first dated her, you had to get your place ready. You had to Or did you just leave things out like a slob?
I did. I also had to get my crazed roommate out too. So, well, that's another sad story.
Yeah, we won't go
I'm
there.
Gonna drink just thinking about
Just
her.
keep drinking. So, Phil, you have also, I mean, you've pitched a lot of TV shows.
Yeah.
The pilot with Jason Alexander.
A couple of them actually.
And so, but they just didn't actually fully take off. Which
No,
is
we made
fine.
pilots and we made money, which
Yeah.
was kind of cool, but didn't get them on the air,
Yeah.
and that's sort of the goal, so, but,
Yeah.
it was fun. And it was, great working with Jason and Jenny Birchfield Ike, one of my best friends.
Oh, that's great.
Jason's production partner, so.
And then did you, with Dennis Miller, that was your first job to LA. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
if anybody could get a great job in LA when they first come, it would be a name and somebody really great like Dennis Miller. So, wow.
Yeah, well, it was kind of cool because
Yeah.
I had never written stand-up for people before. For me, but, I'm a people too. But anyway, yeah, so I knew the head writer. I'd met him, great guy, Kevin Rooney, so funny. Saw him at the gym. The show had just started, and I said, listen, you take submissions. Can I just submit some jokes? He goes, go sure. And so the next day, the second night of the show, they do one of my jokes. And not only did they do that joke, the first review that came out in People magazine, they quoted one joke, and it was mine. So I knew I could do it. It was something I'd never done before. But, the show didn't last that long, but I got to write a lot of stuff, which was kind of cool.
Right.
And it, kind of opened some doors for me. So.
And so you've just stayed writing and continue writing. And then have you also written a book? Which I just printed out. What do you mean? Have you also written a book?
Yeah, I mean, I have. Actually, it's getting
really funny.
published.
I know.
There's a long history to this, but has a very long title, which I could tell you right now.
It's not a long title. I have it printed.
You printed out the whole book.
Can I show it? I don't
All
know.
52 pages, by the way.
I'm afraid to show it, though, because if I show it...
Oh, you can show it.
But you're being published, so you have the copyrights already.
Yeah, I own
just don't-
everything, yes.
See?
So
Okay.
you can read.
51.
Can your listeners read? I guess if they're viewing, they can. So
51 bedtime stories for parents who really don't want to read to their kids.
that's right.
Here, sweetie, let me tell you about little Tinkerbell.
Yeah, so basically the idea is that, people lead busy lives and moms and dads come home from work and dad, plops down in his, man cave and watches a lot of porn and really doesn't have a lot of time to spend with Timmy or Tommy and read them stories. So this gives a parent opportunity to read to their kid for about 37 seconds. I don't think any story is more than 37 seconds.
Oh, I have a
Then
story
they
for
can
you.
go back to their porn or whatever they're doing.
They're after 37 seconds.
Yeah, and say, well, you read the story, go, the end, okay, good night, and then leave. And they don't feel guilty because they actually did read to their child. So it's a time-saving thing for people who are busy and looking at porn.
Oh, well, is that...
Or busy looking at porn, I suppose.
You know what's funny is
like
Phil-
Jarvis over here. He's actually looking at porn.
I have
our
an engineer here, yeah.
And
Yeah.
he won't even turn the screen around. So, but anyway, he's a bad boy.
Jarvis never shows himself on camera, and he never talks. He'll giggle, but he won't talk.
He's a good-looking guy.
He's a good-looking guy, and he's
Ladies,
a
if you're
sweetheart.
looking for a good-looking guy,
And he's a
I just found one
he's
for you.
a sweetheart.
he is. He's a nice
And
guy.
sometimes he just lets me talk. I'll talk on the phone for like 2 hours at him, and then he falls asleep. And it's fine because at least I got out what I wanted to say. And he's busting up. I'll just be talking, going, Jarvis, I think this is a great idea for the show. Wouldn't it be great if like I had Phil on, and then we can do like this little act out where like I'm trying to explain to him as a woman why I need things a certain way and why I get more emotional during Mercury retrograde.
Oh,
and
thank God we're past that.
what the heck was? I mean, that was bad. That
Oh,
was
man.
really
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah, I can't even tell you what happened.
You know what? But I knew it was coming because my birthday's next Thursday. By the way,
Hint, hint, viewers.
hint, hint. But we always have
Listeners.
the retrograde around this time, but it ends before my birthday. Always, it's always. So I always know, and I can feel it. The drivers were cutting me off. They were swerving in the lane. Did you notice the drive? It was scary. I felt very unsafe.
I would have, but I was in Venice, Italy, and there are no cars there.
that's
so it'd be
right.
difficult. Yeah. No
See?
cars. It was unbelievable.
You're sophisticated. You took
Well,
Maggie to Italy just for vacation.
Oh, sole mio. They don't actually sing that, but the gondoliers, yeah, we went, it was a great vacation. It was
Wow.
like 14 days of why do we live in the United States? Italy is just so nice.
So, I mean, you guys are really great together. I mean, I loved having you guys at my house. Like, I loved it.
Yeah, we didn't steal too much.
I had a nice spread of food. Wasn't my place lovely? It was very.
It was lovely, but now apparently it's lovely.
It's even lovelier.
I don't know if I can take it.
Well, no, but it was super fantastic. We went through 4 bottles of wine. We had to kick the.
That was Heidi went through 4 bottles.
No,
of wine.
I did not.
Oh, Megan, I watched it, applauded, and threw fish
That's
at her.
not true.
Every time she finished a bottle, we throw her a herring, and we applaud. Bravo, bravo, diva.
Every woman likes a little fish. Okay. Yeah. So, what was that? I thought you said herring. Isn't that a fish?
Oh no, are you hard of herring?
Yeah. What did you say?
Herring, not hearing.
Oh, well, you said it in an accent. It sounded like herring fish.
Oh, well.
Well, I
don't think you were listening.
My Valley girl okay, Phil.
Just like your listeners. Anyway, go on.
Phil?
I love your listeners.
Why would you say
I know all their
that?
names.
Phil, you're being snotty.
I am.
Stop it.
It's the cold and the wine. So.
Oh, you
God,
still
I
have
love
your
my
cold.
voice like this. So I could do
You could do voiceovers.
Voiceovers.
Don't do porn, though.
Coming to a theater this winter. Anyway, go on.
Okay, that's
anyway. So my book, 51 Bedtime Stories, I got signed by agents immediately. And this is like a 12-year project, and it should have been sold years ago. It wasn't. Got me a big agent in New York. Now I have a big agent in Washington D.C., which is actually better. And she sent it out. I got a publishing deal, and hopefully it's coming out early next year.
So, can I read some?
Yes.
Okay, do you have a specific one?
I'll read the first one because that gives you the tone. Remember,
Okay.
they take less than 30 seconds, not the forward.
I'm not going to do the forward.
Chapter 1.
I know. I'm getting there.
All right.
Just can't turn my
Okay.
fingers as fast as you can. Okay.
Yes,
you
I'm
ready?
glad. I'm sure. But also, remember 6 months from now when my book comes out to buy it. So please tape this and just put a little Post-it note.
Oh, yeah.
Buy Phil's funny
We'll
children's
have
book.
you on when it comes out. When is it actually coming
I
out?
don't know yet. They don't tell you. They're kind of mysterious.
Okay.
I'm guessing spring, 2016, 2016.
I think I have a little frog in my throat.
Oh, you were leading into my frog opening.
Chapter 1.
Yes.
From 51 Bedtime Stories for Parents Who Really Don't Want to Read to Their Kids. A delightful book by Phil. What did I call you before? Leibovitz?
Good enough.
That was pretty hot, wasn't it?
It was really hot.
The Magical Frog of Firth. Once upon a time, in a very strange land called Firth, there lived a sad frog named Roland. Years ago, he'd been a handsome prince and had reigned over Firth with a gentle hand. But one day, while he was fishing in Lake Meander, an evil sorceress cast a spell on the poor prince and turned him into a most ugly amphibian. The sorceress never returned, nor did a beautiful princess ever kiss him. Roland stayed a frog forever. And then he died.
The end.
Oh my God, Phil! That is just...
Good night. Good night, kids. Sweet dreams. Yeah. So, yeah, that was...
Oh my God, that was so...
And then he died. Yeah, that's sort of the tone. This is my amoeba one, which I really love.
Oh, you like this one, chapter 2.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The Amazing Amoeba. An amoeba is a most wonderful thing, although he can't dance or swing on a swing. But still, he's a champ of the single cell kind. Hey, let's count all his cells. I'm sure he won't mind.
1. See, there's 1.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Whoops.
See, because they have one
It's cute. I
cell.
love the illustrations.
It's an amoeba. Good night, kids. Sleep well. Dream of dead frogs and one-celled amoebas.
Did you see? There's
Amoeba.
only, like your little illustration, the ones down there.
I know. Yeah, actually, these were illustrations. Actually, when I got the idea because friends of mine have sons, and I lived up with them and helped raise them for about 6 months.
Oh, great.
And so they'd always want stories and I'd make stuff up. And sometimes I was just really tired. And so I would tell like a 12-second story. And they were kind of the inspiration for the book.
Oh.
Yeah. So it kind of came out of, real experience. So
Yeah.
And no child molestation, by the way.
Oh,
involved.
Phil. Oh, my God. I never know what he's going to say
Well,
next.
just because I was in Italy and I would see the priests and it was like...
Does that happen in Italy? I thought that was just in the United States of America.
No, good question. I didn't really go up to them.
I have no idea.
But
I try not to. That just disgusts me and makes me sad. I don't even want to talk about it.
It's awful.
That's
It's
why I'm
awful.
like, oh, Phil, I'm going to knock you over the head with the bottle of wine.
That's why I became Jewish.
Oh, you were born Jewish, though,
Well,
right?
that's also true.
You before you came to Earth?
in the giant egg.
You know that I would marry a Jewish man. Like I would prefer to marry.
Would you?
I love Jewish men.
Well, we're interested.
As long as he didn't put locks on my bagel, I would be fine.
Oh, then, well, sorry. Gotta put the
Can't
locks
have the
on.
locks on the bagel. Don't like it.
With the schmear.
I am very particular about what I eat, and that's a new thing. But anyway,
Yes.
So where are we?
We are in Italy, and now we're here.
So
And you're reading my book that's coming out
so
this spring.
listen. You have a you've okay. When I saw you last was
Yes.
at we have a mutual best friend Terry, and she's got like 100 other best friends, so we're all
Yeah,
friends.
yes.
And Terry has these big parties up in Topanga with
Yeah.
Eric Pierpoint,
Yes.
who's a very
Great
well-known
guy.
actor.
Another published
I
author.
miss him. I love him. He was actually the first guest on my show when I started.
Oh, you've been cheating on me.
I have.
It's all right. Not the
Didn't he
first.
tell you at the party?
No,
Oh, I didn't know that was in.
I don't trust actors anymore.
So Terry has these big parties.
Yes.
And Eric he just came out with a new book. Also, he came out with one that's called with Caleb.
Touch Me, Caleb, but
No,
not there.
It was the Lost Right.
It was a strange Western children's book.
No, but he.
where Caleb would lasso
All right.
8-year-old boys
Okay.
and pretend they were piglets. I couldn't read past chapter 7.
Anyway, back to you. So, no, I loved it. I thought it was great. It was fun for teenage boys.
I know. I'm sure he's a good writer. Excellent.
He's fantastic. He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
And, I think him and you would be funny doing something together, but we'll get to that later. Back to you. You've written a lot of TV shows. And when I
TV
saw
stuff.
you,
Yes.
I saw you and you were said, and then you brought John Cerna there, who's actually,
John
and so you
Cerna.
were actually pitching a reality show.
It was John's show, and I have a reality show agent. I'm so proud.
You do?
I do. No, she's
Okay.
great, and I hadn't really pitched much in a while, in the reality realm, and then Terry turned me on to John Cerna. John Cerna sent me the treatment. I said, "Hey, this is actually, I think, very sellable." Famous last words, by the way. And so I help set up meetings. I can actually get meetings in this town with people who
Well,
make
I
decisions.
have a show in the works, but we'll talk
Well,
about
we
that.
can. I'm sorry, I can't sell that for you because I'd be cheating on John.
I showed you at my house.
Oh, the show, right.
Stop it.
Anyway.
Go. So go.
Yeah, anyway, so I set up some meetings. His partners in New York set up
Uh-huh.
some meetings. We had I think we had 8 or 9 pitch meetings in 3 days. And it was fun, and the pitches all went great, and nobody has bought it yet. But,
And that's what's weird is when you guys told me the concept, and I don't even want to say it, but it's hysterical.
yeah, very timely, too.
It's
and that's why
very
I
timely.
never take out another person's project.
Right.
Rarely, if ever. But I thought, this could actually sell.
Right.
I thought it was timely, especially with the Caitlyn Jenner thing going on. That's the only hint I'll give. But it's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. People, I don't know. Everybody wants Kardashians or something. For some reason, so-
I don't know why you would want that. I mean, it's
no.
just go get a water balloon.
I'm not sure what that meant, but
Well, I just feel like they all have injections everywhere.
oh, they do. Yeah, really.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
you know what I mean?
very
That's
good.
just what I feel. It's like I would like realness.
See, I would watch a show with people making water balloons because to me that'd be far more interesting.
That would
than
be
the Kardashians.
funnier. And I knew you were going to say something funnier than that. Or you could even design where Kim's lip goes over here and where her other butt cheek goes. I mean, you could change the
Oh my God,
size
yeah.
and you could do all and then you would be entertaining yourself.
It could be like Kim Kardashian, Mr. Potato Head, Mrs. Butthead, and you can change your ass 40 different ways. You could
You could turn it into a pretzel.
It
and
could
make
turn
it
into
bigger.
another potato. It could spawn a race of giant ass potatoes. It's something I hope Mattel's not listening or Hasbro because this is copywritten. The Kardashians.
Oh my God, no.
The Kardashians and their potato butts. They're appealing, by the way. I have
You
the
know
campaign.
what, Phil?
Yes.
I think you and I should come out with a new business plan, and we should invent these, and we'll make them, and we'll put not just water. We can't put water in there. You have to put something else, like silicone or something, and then like a foamy thing that you could pull and mush, and then you can shape it and do. Hey, I like my man to look like this.
Wow.
And then you can go ahead and design who you want.
Do you know
a balloon.
with a balloon? But getting back to
And it would be like a foam. Never mind. Go back.
well, no, I had an idea a few months ago when the whole Tom Brady thing was happening, with Deflategate, and I thought, oh, Mr. Deflato Head, and it'd be like it'd be Tom Brady, holding a deflated potato, and he could cheat like 20 different ways.
Oh my!
And Mr. Deflato Head, but that's passed. The chariot has passed, unfortunately, but I thought it was a cool idea.
But it is a cool idea, and we shouldn't drop it.
Well, the Cardassians, yes. Fun for kids.
But can we show
8 to 80?
I won't even go there. So here's the deal: you have a show that's on YouTube that you're pitching right now, and it's another reality show.
Yeah, this one is sort of kind of it should sell. If America just didn't hate gay people so much. No, it's a great idea.
It probably will sell.
I've gone to Boston twice. There's a guy named Michael Noel who's there, very telegenic. He's been cast on other people want this guy. Anyway, long story short, he has this show, and he's a gay guy, right? But he knows everything about cars. And when I heard about him through his partner, I said, you got to be kidding. A gay guy knew, and he does. His dad taught him how to fix cars. He can rebuild an engine.
That's hot.
So I went to Boston twice actually and shot videos, and brought him back. And it took a lot of meetings. Everybody said, "Oh my God, this guy should have a show," and nobody bought the show. Welcome to Hollywood.
Okay.
Strange.
Very
place.
strange, right?
Yeah. So he's a great guy, but it could be timing, and I have other places I can take it, other production companies that might be more open to it. But he's great. He's so telegenic.
Can we watch?
Do we have a clip?
Well, we have the YouTube. Yeah, you sent it.
Yeah. It's 4 minutes, but
yeah, no. I want to see it. Is that okay?
yeah. This is Michael Noel. You'll hear my voice. I'm shooting. I shot the whole thing. Of course, I held my iPhone vertically, which is stupid because it looks like it's very narrow. But it came out great. And what happened really happened. This is not something that was fake. The idea of the show is that he's going to help people, particularly women, not get ripped off by mechanics or used car salesmen.
Oh, we love it. We have to hear that.
This really happened. And it was the first encounter with a used car salesman. So if you want to roll it,
yeah, let's roll it.
Jarvis, take it away. Michael, what are you up to today? What's on your agenda?
We're going car shopping with Judy.
And what's her deal?
She has I think a $7,000 budget, so a used car.
Okay.
And she doesn't really know what she wants. She just knows what she can afford. So that's dangerous. So I'm here to make sure she doesn't get a piece of crap and get screwed over by someone.
Do you do this a lot with friends?
This is my weekend, every weekend. I've already fixed 2 cars today, and it's only 10 o'clock.
Judy, what's your budget today? What's your price range?
My price range is $5,000 or under.
And you're looking for a Toyota?
Something in the Toyota family, yeah.
Yeah, Toyota's a good option for her because they last a really long time. As witnessed by Judy, who's got a 23-year-old Camry whose life has come to a sad end. It feels.
Yeah, it's on its last legs.
So I think we can probably find something in your price range that doesn't have too many miles, but I want to get under the hood, I want to get underneath it, I want to make sure it hasn't been hit, and they're saying that it hasn't, I want to safeguard this.
Oh, no. It's always helpful when you have somebody who's knowledgeable about cars, because I see a woman coming.
It's true, I'm glad that I'm here with my tape to make sure that no one takes you for a ride except you.
It was originally 12 grand. It's only salty for 7 out the door, which probably means about 55 or 6. Very nice car. Power windows, power locks.
Start.
Cruise,
Just
chill.
over 100,000.
You check the trunk. It's got a nice front seats fold down. You want to come visit?
I'm going to get under it.
We can drive. If you want to come down, just up the hood. If you are around here, if you want to come down here, every 5,000 miles you get a free oil change as long as you own it, and every 2 oil changes a free tire rotation. Oh, I want to.
There's a little problem with it.
Oh yeah, what's wrong?
Is the whole
There's a hole?
The whole floorboard is rotted.
Oh, it is?
I can stick my hand through the
Oh,
car.
really?
I don't think you want to deal with that.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, the floor is still here, a little bit of it.
Yeah.
But camera. This is why I'm here.
Perfect.
Here we are underneath the car. Here's the floorboard. This is the carpet. This is literally the carpet to the floor. I cannot even imagine that rotted carpet. I could get my hand right into the inside of the car. That's not okay. There was a hole this big right where you put your feet down in the floorboards. I could push my hand up and there's carpet.
Mike, I never would have thought of laying down on the ground looking under the car. Thank God you came.
You have to. You have to look at everything. You have to get it on a lift or jack it up and just look for obvious stuff. That one was pretty obvious because the carpet was hanging down. It was pretty easy to spot.
Thank you so much.
That is not the car for you. So we didn't find a car for Judy yet, but we know one thing. She's not buying that Altima with a hole in it. I can't believe they tried to sell us that car and take $5,000 off the price. I guess now we know why. Anyways, onward we go, looking for a car for her. What am I saying?
And take 2. And take 3.
So the only thing you need to remember when you're buying a car is my phone number. Back to you in the studio.
Here in my car, I feel safest of all. I can lock on my doors. It's the only way to live in cars. Here in my car.
Oh,
Oh my God.
I almost.
Let's just say we were under the hood.
Did I bang my head? Don't
close.
slam it. So here's the deal.
Yeah. Isn't it great?
It's great.
Yeah. He's great. He's funny. Knows
love
his SH asterisk
Thank
T
you.
about cars.
Thank you for the respect.
And so, yeah, there's some other places I want to take. We only pictured actually we pictured like 5 places, but this was like 5 years ago. So I think we're ready. I think the time is right. So we'll see what happens.
I think, and he's hot.
Yeah.
Are you sure he's gay?
like him.
Are you sure he's gay?
Yes, Jarvis told me.
Darn
and,
it!
Spent a night with him to confirm he did his research. Jarvis says yes. He's very, very gay.
I mean, he's hot. Why are all the hot guys gay?
Thanks.
That's why. Oh no, I mean, I'm just saying.
That hurt.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, but that's okay. I get
No,
it.
but you're hot. What I'm saying is pretty men, perfect people. I'd rather have someone interesting and hot. Anyone who has like freckles or,
I have a good personality. That's probably my prominent feature. And that's why the ladies seem to love me. Thanks a lot. I really needed that. Along with this, I got this really good voice going on. I am the sexiest man alive.
Why are you taking...
According to Blind People magazine.
What was that echo in my earphone? Did you do that on purpose?
That was good. Jarvis is a good man.
He's getting good.
What do you mean getting good?
No, but
He
he's
was
starting
born
to,
good.
He's figuring me out. I know, but I'm difficult. I'm a woman. I'm very difficult.
Is this over yet? Oh my God. Holy crap.
What the hell's your
I feel-
problem?
Oh my God. I thought we were done.
No, you're
I have
not.
to talk more.
No, yes, you do, because I want to talk about you and Maggie. Do you not want to talk anymore? Do you want to shut up?
No, no.
Should I kick you off my show?
No, because you gave me delicious dried fruit to entice me to stay. Otherwise, I was ready to leave. And then you brought out a bag of dried fruit.
Okay, so listen, you Maggie.
And I had to stay. Go on. I'm sorry.
I just wonder what you would be like if you were. Okay, Phil.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you always an animal in bed? I mean, I can't imagine Maggie.
More like a sleeping lion.
See, Maggie really benefits Phil because sometimes he can go off, and she just really balances him. It's a nice, like.
Well, she's funny. So
Yeah,
Maggie's
she's-
really funny. So I get she has a great sense of humor. She cracks me up all the time.
Yeah, she's really fun. And she was a cop.
Oh, yeah?
And I was a hairstylist. She's supposed to be doing my hair, but I've been too crazy busy, which I showed you, by the way.
Yeah.
I made a video for you.
You did.
I did. It's on my phone. So
okay.
while we're talking, Jarvis, is there a way I can play it from my phone? Okay, I'm going to show it like that.
You are.
It's really funny. I showed you my new place.
Yeah.
But with you and Maggie, you guys met online.
We did.
And you know I don't agree with online dating at all. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like why?
How's that working out for you there, Heidi? Huh?
Oh well, I just walk out of the house and get asked out, but it doesn't mean I'm going to say yes. 'Cause-
Homeless people do not count.
All right, well, whatever.
They take you out for dateless dates.
I'm just saying, people are all people of the Lord, okay? So just because
I'm
maybe
just
they
saying.
don't have more money than somebody else.
Yes, but see, I lived in a cave deep in the heart of Afghanistan, so I didn't have many opportunities to meet the ladies.
Right,
And
no,
as
but-
a writer, actually, you're like by yourself a lot, and luckily, I haven't gone blind yet. But the thing is, yeah, I thought I would reach out on that. You know about my experiences on the internets. But finally I got Maggie, so I have faith in it. I have faith in it. I didn't before.
Because Maggie's super cool.
Super cool.
But how many women did it take for you to get to Maggie?
Online or
Yeah. Or you met people online and out?
666. I'm not sure if that means anything, but no, I don't know. Not many. Like
So
maybe
what
15.
were the worst experiences though? Because you have really, really bad, funny online experiences, which is why I don't agree with it, because people can lie. And also just go out of the house and enjoy yourself. And if you're enjoying yourself, somebody else will enjoy you.
That was me, Jarvis. It
Yeah,
was my
I
phone.
know. He's getting a call from Maggie.
No. It was my notification.
Oh,
that
okay.
something important is happening in my life.
What does that mean?
I got email.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
some
well,
nice
yeah.
junk mail I have to look at. Anyway, what was the question? I'm sorry. I
Oh.
was distracted by dried fruit reminds me of many of the women I dated out. Yeah, that's kind of tying it in. No,
Why
it
is
was
that?
interesting. It was interesting from a writer's point of view, and sometimes I actually took the date, even though I kind of thought it wasn't going to work out, because it really gave me an insight into women. And there's a certain, I don't know, there's a certain sadness, I suppose, that you might be like 40 and you're still not hooked up, and maybe you're divorced, and then you have to go out with a creep like me. But I'm actually an excellent date. It's just it was kind of sad, a lot of these things. A lot
Like
of
with
these
the
dates.
women, like the women's.
I had to pay. That was probably the saddest part of it.
Well, gosh.
but no, but there's something that
Why would you think you wouldn't pay?
I didn't think I knew I would pay, emotionally and otherwise. But
But men nowadays expect women to pay.
no, I don't. Although Maggie was so cool on our first date, we kind of split everything, which was kind of, then 6.5 years later, we're still doing that.
Well, you want to know why she did that? She didn't know she didn't know she wanted you. She wanted to go
Yes.
in a mutual ground, and she
Yeah.
wanted to have an out. And so then she wouldn't owe you anything.
Well, when she ran away from me screaming,
Yeah. Then you knew
that
she
seemed to be an out.
right, and then you chased her and finally got her.
I tackled her. I'm a very good tackler. Been working on my tackling technique for a while, like priests do with 8-year-old boys.
And men actually do that. They do.
No,
tackle.
I didn't tackle. It was a great first date. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that was great. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then you guys continued dating, but
Yeah.
before her, were you
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this is ridiculous?
Well, you know the story of the woman with no stomach.
You have to tell the story because this was on the other radio show that I had you on, not this one. She had no stomach.
I didn't quite understand that. We had a phone call. I met her, I think, on AOL at the time because I was so cool. I was on AOL. I think it was in some sort of chat room or something. And so we talked on the phone, or I don't know, instant message or whatever it was. And she was telling me about herself, and then she mentioned she didn't have a stomach. I didn't know exactly what that meant until we went on a date. And so she drove to my place, and she was actually, she looked like your picture. She was, she wasn't a Heidi Selexa.
Thank you.
She did not exude that kind of beauty, but she
thank you.
was attractive. And so we went to my favorite Greek restaurant. Plug them, or Lebanese restaurant. I love this place, and she's eating. I'm going, oh, hey, she can eat for a woman with no stomach, and trying to figure out what that really means. And so we had kind of some wine, and then we took off to Sunset. I was living off near Sunset, and in West Hollywood during my gay phase, and. But that's where I was living, and we just walked over to this bar, and I used to do shots of Jack Daniels.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Why?
because
Why
I'm
was
Jewish.
it?
That's what Jewish guys do. It makes us feel Gentile, like we're rawhide guys. Yeah, give me a Jack Daniels. Really, we were going, please, give me the Mogan David. Give me another, hit me up with the Manischewitz.
And we're like this.
But Jack
I
Daniels.
like a man who has Jack Daniels. I'll do him.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
And we can have
That's
not
rugged.
just coffee in the morning, but a little Jack Daniels in the coffee.
Well, you can do that, yes. Well, Jack and I are good friends. But see, she decided also to keep up with me. And actually, we just did one shot, and then I was like, oh, that was good. And she seems okay. And then we did a second shot, and suddenly the no stomach problem came into play. Talk about not being able to hold your liquor. She went from somebody really sober to incredibly drunk. And so she was like almost falling over. And she was a woman, she was my height, 6'7", and and she was, she wasn't a waif like you, Heidi. And
I eat. I don't eat, meat, and I mean, I do eat meat, but not that meat. I mean, it has to be healthy meat.
Yeah.
And I
I'm not
eat
going there. Anyway, so
twice a day.
So I had to haul her back. We walked back because it was walking distance to my apartment, and I plopped her down in bed. But she's drunk. I just want to take care of her, see if she's okay.
So you didn't even have a good time before.
No. So she kind of passed out on the bed. I went on the couch and I slept there. And the next morning she's there in bed, or was it the opposite? I can't remember. But we didn't sleep together. There was no point. And she hadn't grown a stomach overnight, and I hadn't grown any balls overnight to just kick her out. But it was we were severely lacking in anatomical parts, and so anyway, she wakes up.
You probably put her in the bedroom because you're a gentleman, and you probably went on the couch.
No. She actually went on. She slept in. I can't remember. Anyway, she woke up next morning. I said, okay, well, let's go to breakfast, because I'm that kind of guy. I'll pay for breakfast too. Walk down the street, have a nice breakfast. She's sobered up, and then she comes back to my apartment and says, I'm kind of tired. Could I lay down for a little bit? And it's like, now I've spent about 14 hours with this woman already, who I don't really care about that much, and so she lays down on the couch. I go in the bedroom and I'm calling my friends. I'm going, what should I do? This woman won't leave me. This is the longest date imaginable. She had no ethics as well as no stomach.
Right.
I don't know which was worse. Finally, I said, listen, she woke up. I said, I have friends, and this is true. I used to cook for Terry and some other friends when The Sopranos were on. I have a little, so I cook Italian food. How original, Phil. And then we'd have friends over. So I have to kind of start cooking because our friends are coming over. So I walked her to her car, and she and her no stomach drove away. And I think she called me once. She was probably maybe hoping for another date. And
how did she not have a stomach? I don't remember that part.
I think I believe for some reason I don't know how it happened. Her stomach had adhered to her esophagus. Listeners, write this down. This is very important.
Very odd.
Should you be in a situation where your stomach adheres to your esophagus, and so I think they had to remove most of the stomach. She had a colostomy bag.
Oh,
because
did you not see it though?
I didn't see it, but I could kind of feel where because they had created, obviously, and it's a sad thing.
It's not. It's a
sad thing. It's a sad thing. I had to that she was with me for 18 hours, but it was okay. I got through it, and it was sort of like, oh well. And of course, she was going to be in my book that I never wrote. Her chapter was "No Stomach for Dating," and I never wrote that. But anyway, it was a good idea at the time. Anyway, so that was one of mine.
And then there was another. You've had some really weird ones.
Weirder than that, I'm trying to think.
Well, you want to know what recently happened to me, and I wrote you a letter last night as I was writing because I was so excited for you to come on the show.
Oh.
And I said, Phil needs to see my place. Oh my gosh. I haven't had him and Maggie over. I haven't had anybody over.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's been just the last 5 months since I somehow, in my insanity,
I think I saw it on the cover of Red Book, if I'm not mistaken.
It's really
beautiful.
It's beautiful. But now, but the trauma that it went to was awful. And you want to know why? Because I ran into an ex-boyfriend. He is said, and apparently he's not gay. He was the Tarzan in the Disney cruise ship, and all of his best friends are gay, and he only has female straight friends that are not interested in dating him. But he had one date with them, but he's not gay, and all these things. And then all of a sudden on Facebook, there's a rainbow. It went rainbow.
Went rainbow.
Went rainbow.
Oh.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I don't know what that means, though, because Terry said, Terry, our mutual friend, her name, by the way, is Terry Mintz. She's a fabulous storyteller. She's
really
the best in
excellent.
the world. You know that, Phil.
And a major plagiarist, by the way. Oh. No, I'm just teasing. She's great.
It went rainbow. And so Terry goes, oh, but that doesn't mean anything. I know straight friends who, go rainbow because they support gay. And I said, that's
Sure.
great. I just prefer as an adult that people know their sexuality.
You should have Kim Davis on the show here.
You're right.
You should.
And I'm sure that
because one, she dresses well.
Okay.
And her hair is fantastic. And she loves the gay people.
I love the gay people.
We love the gay people.
I didn't know. I guess I loved him so much I wanted to marry him. So I started dating him. I mean, this has happened. I've suspected 4 guys, 4 in my series past that have the ability or the potential. And, that shocked me because my mother would be like, are you sure he's not gay? And I'm like, Mom, shut up. But sometimes mothers are right.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the thing is that's fine. But then he said, your stuff doesn't match. He said, my great apartment, you saw it before. He said it didn't match.
Sure sign.
And I was
always defer to the gay
but
guy.
He did it again. He goes, you know what I would do in here? Because it's a 400 square foot apartment. I would do this and this. And I'm like, and he goes, because it just doesn't match. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to show you. And I lost it. I got a gay friend to help me paint.
Yeah.
And he did an awful job. He was not as talented as he said. He spilled paint all over the floors and he was a mess. So so then I haven't talked to you in 5 months because then when that happened.
Because the paint hasn't dried yet.
The paint was too dry.
Oh, it was
and
too
I had
dry.
to clean it off the floor and try to do and it was a nightmare. So then he poured everything out of my closet for some reason and said, you have too much stuff. You need to clean this out. I'm like, you don't take it out. And it put it everywhere because now I can't even exercise.
Oh, yeah.
Now, but listen.
I mean, the trampoline is gone and the trapeze.
I know. The trampoline I gave to a little 10-year-old. And because I need a new one because the thingy was loose. And I figured.
Guys, remember, when the thingy is loose, don't have a second date. Right. Don't have a second date.
So can I show a little bit of my home, Jarvis, from my cell phone?
Oh,
Can I
show and tell.
I want to show it on the camera. You may have to actually hold the phone though, because this is how
hold the
sexy.
Phone.
Phil, my place is very, very attractive. It's very hot, and my point is that when you are, entertaining people, you need to make them comfortable. And I've learned this from Terry. I'm in the next Terry. And, where it's like you really want your friends to be comfortable.
Terry is a great hostess.
She's a fantastic hostess. Okay, so here we go. Wait. I think that one's okay. Here we go. We're gonna watch part of it, okay? And I have no idea which one's funny or not because I think I was drinking again wine.
Oh, selfie stick! Oh my god!
Here, hold it up to the camera.
Just kidding. If you get another selfie stick, that's just like another piece of another something to take with you everywhere.
We can't fast forward on an iPhone.
Built into the phone, which is the point of this video. I made this video for my friend Phil Leibovitz and his wonderful girlfriend Maggie, who have come over to my place, and I will show you how we do a live radio show in a radio studio in a 400 square foot apartment. You'd be surprised. So hi Phil, and the last time they were here, it was totally different. So when they come back for dinner, it's going to be like, whoa, 6 different rooms, and they're perfectly functional, and they're gorgeous, and they're sexy, and they're hot. And so, hit it, girl. I had handyman helping me. I had neighbors helping me. I had ex-boyfriends. I had the guy down the street trying to nail this one thing in the wall, and nobody could figure out what I figured out. All I had to do was just dream it up in my own little creative mind. It's Heidi's Happy Home. Are you ready for this sexy bathroom? So here it is.
My hand's getting tired. Oh my god.
Let's go this way.
think I blew up my head.
Okay, well.
How do I videotape myself? Oh, this is funny. It's a good thing there's not a man behind me. So anyway, I'll just turn it around. Like the camera's my eyes. Oh, that would be the point of a photographer. So here it is, the bathroom. Whoops, the wrong way. The bathroom is really small. But I found a way after being in here for 3 years to make it really sexy. So
I think that's a plenty.
Well, no,
my
we
arm's
didn't
getting
see.
tired.
We didn't see it. Okay, I'll turn the volume down and we'll talk, and then when it comes back up, I'll show you the sexy rooms.
I thought the show was going to be about me and not your
But that's for you. So when you
your
and
poorly,
Maggie
gaily
come
painted
over,
apartment.
it's not gay.
It's very gay.
So Phil,
Yes.
what are your plans with this next show?
Your show?
No,
I'm trying to drink a lot and try to forget.
Phil.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. No, I'm what show? Actually,
Are you
I'm
being serious? Does this suck for you? Are we not having fun?
I'm having a great time.
No, you're not. You're having an awful time and an awful host, and I'm doing a really bad job.
No, you're doing. No,
It's awful.
I talked to plenty tonight. I did. I talked a lot. So
No,
you're being
it's
you're
awful,
being gracious.
and I'm so sorry. You don't even love me, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm your girlfriend, and you're being a mean boyfriend. And
I'm
we're
not.
at dinner, and you're saying smart ass things. And
How could
all of
I
a
not
sudden,
love you? You gave me dried apricot fruit to eat.
I put a piece in my mouth, and you wanted some.
Oh, I know. No expense was spared.
Anyway,
Indeed, no expense was spared.
so Phil,
Yes, at the Highly Selected
I
show.
swear,
Yeah, don't swear because they're
I
on radio.
am very upset.
There are scores of people listening to this show across America.
All right, apparently my show sucks.
I love your show.
You do not.
It's my favorite show that I don't listen to.
You are an asshole.
I'm sorry. I'm just teasing. I love being on your show. You
I
know
don't
that.
I always have musicians on, and it's so fun and lively. And then I get you, a comedian who I know, who we're so funny together. And then you tell me I suck.
No, you don't. You were doing a great job.
No, but do
it's
you
just that my
realize-
arm was getting tired holding up your phone.
But you need to know.
Maybe
what-
I should work out more.
You need to know. You don't have to hold it anymore, but you needed to give it to me and not say that it sucks. I needed to show you the point of the places that men don't understand that women notice, and that is their apartment and how you can do things to make it easier for them. And what
Well,
women
why don't
like.
why don't men just go to your apartments and pretend it's their apartment?
I'm not allowed to have strange men in my apartment.
You've
okay?
had me.
No, okay. The maintenance man, the handymans,
Yeah.
the security man
Well, yeah.
have all been in there alone, shut the door, and come on to me in all different ways.
Oh, boy.
And my parents are
Heidi's
saying,
rent is $3 a month, by the
"It's
way. I don't know
awful."
how she does it.
And they leave things behind, like hammers and nails and
How-
screws.
how
I
crafty.
see you, Jarvis. 3 minutes. I see it.
Oh, my God.
So
How are we
here,
gonna wrap
you
it up in
have
3
to
minutes?
see- you have to see the bathroom.
Okay. You want me to hold it up
If
to the
you're
camera?
rested.
I'm ready. My arm's ready. Okay, the bathroom. America, take a look. Here it is. Okay.
You can't even see it.
It's
It's
boy,
the
it's
worst
crappy.
This is why I need
Here,
someone to-
America, take a look at
I don't
something you
know.
can't see.
Well, I told you I'm not good at my
Let's
own.
cue the Michael Noel video again. Da 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 da.
No.
Da 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 da.
Okay, but look.
Okay.
The sexiness of what I'm saying is that women like things that are put in place in their order.
Sure.
And-
I mean, no woman wants to walk into a sloppy,
But that happens.
bug-infested apartment.
No. But I was engaged, and he was a slob. Phil, you know how clean I am.
Yeah.
I thought, in my own whatever reason, that I could change this guy from being a slob to me. Okay, I don't have things out of place. I don't leave food on the sink. I don't leave dishes piling up. I have to mop and vacuum before I leave. If not, it has to at least look okay. So when I come home, or when I come home, nobody's going to be there to see it. So I have to clean.
Yes.
And I'll stay awake all night, which is very unhealthy, but at least I'm clean.
Yeah,
Okay?
you are.
And it's pretty. And it makes me feel good. But that's a new thing I just remodeled. So as soon as I settle down, I'll sleep again.
Well, I hope so.
But
Sleep is helpful.
It's made for a man. I even put a shelf as high as a man because I had a guest on. Kaylin Rosenberg, and she said, "Is your house ready for love? You have to make your house ready for love."
That's right.
And I did that, but that's not why I did it. I did it for me, and now it's Heidi. It's like a jungle room. But back to you.
Oh well, for the last 43 seconds of greatness. Yes, about me. I'm working on stuff. I'm actually not so much doing the reality thing. I'm writing a perspective
new
sitcom.
book. A new.
No. And I have a book that I'm going to start. It's very controversial, but my agent is like really connected in the political world. She's published major stuff by political people and major stars like Sam Donaldson. Remember him? I guess. Well, maybe that's dating myself, but anyway. So it's good. So I have this political book that I hope to put out next year, which hopefully will rattle some chains. But it won't be as good as this dried fruit, let me tell you. In fact, maybe I'll buy the book and get dried fruit. A bag of Heidi's dried fruit comes with that'll be a good promotion. You can laugh, read to your kids, and eat things that might make your bowels move here.
Would you please stop chanking the chain? Okay.
I'm not sure what you're saying. But it's adorable.
Stop yanking the chain. You're yanking my chain.
I didn't even see a chain.
You said a chain.
No. I didn't say a chain.
You said yank then.
I don't. Well, probably.
Stop yanking. No, I'm saying you said.
The Yankees lost yesterday, by the way, which is a Red Sox fan I'm loving. So.
Okay, I wouldn't understand this date if I were on it.
No, this would be the worst date imaginable. Although, hey, thanks Heidi for the iffy wine and the dried fruit. Well, see you soon. I hope you have a stomach. Good luck to you out there.
Okay. You're an asshole.
Oh, thank you.
Go back. I was going to say F you.
You can't say that on the air. That's bad.
That's why I didn't know
You've been drinking too much.
I didn't know what to say. Phil, I've never seen you like this.
Like what?
You're like
eating dried fruit? Probably a first.
No,
and I'll never eat dried fruit again.
You're being a smart ass to me.
Oh, I'm just teasing. I think this is great. I had fun here tonight.
You never are ever mean to me, ever. And you were tonight. So I need you to
Jarvis is giving me the Black Power salute now.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you did? That's good. When did you pull it? Oh. We are wrapping the show up. My God, Jarvis, I thought you said wrap the show up. My God. Don't get angry. I'm Heidi Selexa with Out of the Friend Zone.
Oh, boy.
Hey, I don't like when a man tells me what to do. I know how to wrap things up, okay?
Okay.
Phil, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Sure, no problem.
All right, you know what?
I had a good time. Thank you for having me on. I just don't want to, get you mad.
Yeah, watch out, boys.
Yeah.
However, a mad woman is a hot woman. I'm Heidi Selexa with Out of the Friend Zone. See you next time.
Hey,
you are so mean.
You're listening to Out of the Friend Zone with Heidi Selexa. Yeah.